Morning, guys. Morning, morning. Happy Friday. Oh my gosh, it is Friday. Happy afternoon. I'm so happy that it's Friday. It's like sunny here. It's been like upper 60s, 70 degrees. Makes me super happy. Like, can't even deal. Super happy. Hi guys, thanks for the hearts. Brian! We were voice messaging and then I disappeared because I had to come and do this. Starbucks, the first coffee I have enjoyed in a lot of weeks, guys. A lot of weeks. Like, I'm so happy about it. Like, super happy. It's a good day. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and get started. We are, like I said, in the title, we're still sort of doing our back to basics thing. I missed today, so I'm probably going to lay over this into next week a little bit. But today I want to talk about parties. If you're just hopping on, questions at the end, yes. Otherwise, guys, I seriously will chase a zillion rabbits. It is a downfall of me and Periscope being able to see all your comments. So if you're just hopping on a morning mess for the first time, my name is Lauren Brooks. I'm a Black status presenter with Younique. If you need to know what Younique is, check out my profile. Grab yourself some makeups. I do a Periscope pretty much every day of the week, Monday through Friday. And lately this week, we're talking about basics, the basics of beginning your business, or you don't even have to be a new presenter. If you've been a presenter for a while, your business hasn't really been working, this series is for you. Right now, I only have the first one on my YouTube. I promise you guys they're going to get uploaded to my YouTube. Sometimes it takes a lifetime to upload them from my phone. But they're all going to get up there and will be on my YouTube. My YouTube is Lauren B. It has a picture of my face. So yeah, they will be there. So today we are talking about parties. All right. Parties. We, with Younique, we are a party plan operation. Parties are our bread and butter. Parties are a large source of sales for most of us. Not everybody does them, but I'm going to tell you it is one of the basics that really and truly, in my opinion, is very essential to know how to do. Because truly, I get kind of random sales here and there, especially now that I'm established. But before I was established, before I had a regular customer base, how do you get all those customers? Well, you need to host parties for people. And then that's how you expand your market and so on and so forth, right? But there are some basics of parties, all right? Again, I've said this from the very beginning. I'm not going to give you one exact party script. That's not what I'm going to do because there's about a zillion different ways to party and you have to look at them. Look at what Cara Lewis Newton does. Look at what the tag team does. Look at what some of your leaders do. They might have a specific way they party. And then find a way to craft that into something that fits you. Okay? Yes, that takes effort. That takes thinking about it. That takes looking at what's there and making it yours. All right? But that's an important part of what we do. So, fundamentals of parties. Getting them, coaching your hostess, right? And then actually presenting the party. All three of these things are really important. So let's talk about getting them. When we talked about your launch party, one of the primary goals of your launch party is not just to sell product, but also to hopefully book some parties. So you want to make sure your launch party is an interesting enough experience that your friends and family are like, yes, I would love to be one of your first hostesses. Let's do a party. All right. So that's how you're going to try to start off getting parties. If you've already done your launch party and you got no parties from it, that's okay. Okay. That doesn't mean you're never going to get a party. But here's what you need to know about parties. If you don't ask, the answer is always no. Okay, most people are not going to seek you out and say, hey, let me host a party for you. Some will, all right? Some will, and it's awesome. Take advantage when they do that, but most won't. Okay, so you have to ask. You actually have to get out there and say, hey, well, I'm going to give you sample wording in just a second, so give me a second for that. But and it's not weird. Do you know how many times I've been asked to host a party for various companies? And I either say no because I'm not interested, or I say yes, or I say, hey, follow up with me next month. It's going to be easier for me next month. It's not off-putting if you do it in the right way. Okay, what is off-putting is when you go to somebody and say, hey, I'm trying to reach a goal. Can you please host a party for me? When you make it about you and when you make it about your needs and whatever, that's not something that people hear and think, oh yeah, okay, all right. But so this is what you do. First of all, you need to make a list of people. Do not prejudge your list. Do not decide, ooh, I don't think this person will want to do it. Don't decide who wants or doesn't want to host a party for them. That's not your job. Your job is not to decide, oh, they're too cool for my parties. Well, first of all, that's really degrading to you. No, nobody is too cool for your parties. You're amazing, and you're going to create an experience that is enjoyable. Okay? So no, don't do that. Second, you don't know. You're not inside people's heads. So make a list without judgment. All right. Think of people who have ordered from you before. Think of people who you know like makeup, take really great selfies, are on social media on a regular basis. People who might have a lot of influence. Kayla, I will ask me that at the end. Think of those people, write them down. Okay, write them on your list and then pick a night. All right, pick a night. And if you need accountability, find a friend, find somebody from your cross line and be like, hey, who wants to do a party booking power hour with me? Who wants to sit down one night this week and we spend an hour and this is what we do. We just contact people and ask for parties. All right, that accountability is kind of fun and interesting. I did this last night with some girls on my team, within my circle group, and it works, guys. It takes concentrated, all right, I'm going to sit down. I have this list. I'm not going to make any judgments, but and then think about the people. Are they people who Facebook message? Are they going to respond better to text? Would it be better if you picked up a phone? What about an email? And then you contact them. You don't have to copy paste the same message. In fact, it's better if you don't. It's better if it's personal to them. Okay, but here's an example of one of the messages I sent last night. I was like, hey, lovely, I just was sitting down here with my business calendar and I'm looking ahead at March booking parties. I would love to have you as a hostess next month. What do you think about getting together with some of your girlfriends and some beverages and we play with makeup for a while and you earn free stuff? Okay, and that was to book a home party. Clearly, that was to book a home party, getting together with girlfriends, whatever. If it was for an online party, I would have said it differently, okay? I would have said, booking hostesses for next month. I would love to have you as a hostess. I do a really fun online party, lots of fun videos and tutorials, no spam, like spam-free zone. I would love to be able to do this for you and get you some free stuff. That is how you ask for a party, all right? We don't make it about us. We don't make it about our goals. We don't make it about anything having to do with us. We say, hey, I'm looking at my calendar. I'm booking hostesses for March. I would love to have you as a hostess. I would, what do you think about, I'm so bad at thinking of words off the top of my head. What do you think about getting together with some of your girlfriends who enjoy makeup? I throw a really fun online party. I promise it's not like anyone you've ever been invited to. So on and so forth, whatever, okay? But you have to ask, all right? So regardless of what happened with your launch party, all right, Kayla, I am going to answer this now. Regardless of what happened with your launch party, you still should be asking for parties. You still should be sitting down once a week, I would say, with a list. And it doesn't have to be a huge list. Last night, my list was 10 people. I came out so far with 3 parties, 1 no, and I'm still waiting for responses from the rest. That's it, guys. That's it. You just have to sit down and do it. Make a list. Make a 10 people list. All right. Once a week, a list of 10 people to talk to about hosting a party. Okay. Or bigger. All right. Depending on what you want to do and what your goals are, make a bigger list, right? Make a list, set aside an hour, send the messages or text messages or whatever, and book parties. Period. All right. So now you have your party. Woohoo! There's a couple important things. One, hostess coaching. Sorry, my dog's barking at the door. Hostess coaching is really important, okay? Because your hostess is an important factor in this whole party business, all right? She needs to be showing confidence in you as the presenter. So it's important when she is inviting her friends that she shows some sort of vote of confidence in you as the presenter, okay? And so you, as the presenter, are the expert, all right? Unless you're doing a party with another direct sales rep, and even sometimes when you're doing a party with another direct sales rep, they're not going to know what to do. So you have to say, okay, this is what I'm going to do. And guys, this means you have to have a plan. All right. You have to actually think this through a little bit and plan it a little bit and say, all right, what do I need from my hostess? I need my hostess to invite her friends, and not just like, oh, here, I'm going to toss them all in there. Good luck. But you really want your hostess to actually invite them, send them a message, pick up the phone, call, hey, I'm doing a unique party with my most favorite unique presenter. She does a really awesome job, really fun videos. I'd love to have you as a part of it. Let me know if you want an invite. All right. 1, it's personal. 2, it's showing a huge vote of confidence in you as the presenter. Okay. And that's huge because her people don't know you. They don't care about you. They care about her. And so if she thinks you're cool and do a really good job, then they might think you're cool and do a really good job and be more willing to get an invite. But if she's not showing that vote of confidence in you, whatever. So you know what I do? I actually coach my hostesses to say something of that nature. I say, hey, listen, your friends, they're going to trust you. They don't really know me. So when you send a personal invite to them, it would be great if you could throw in a vote of confidence. And I give a sample. I literally will send a sample wording. And I say, you can use exactly this. You can tweak it to make it sound like you. Let's make sure you get that sent to your friends. And then, we can invite. I'll get to groups versus events in a second. So on and so forth. Okay. That's an important part of what I coach my hostesses to do. I also coach my hostesses to participate. So when they like, and not just like, liking is really overrated, but when they comment on your posts, that bumps up your posts into people's feeds and stuff like that. Okay. So I encourage them to comment on the things I'm posting. I encourage them to make at least 1 or 2 posts of their own, either asking me questions or sharing themselves wearing the product if they already happen to have the product. Okay. But I encourage the actual hostess to say, hey, if you could do 1 or 2 posts, it would be great if you could, maybe ask me a question. And if they don't have a question, I say, hey, why don't you ask me this question? And then I can go ahead and answer it and whatever. I don't want it to be a ton of work for the hostess, okay? I don't want it to be a whole ton of all right? But if a hostess was doing a home party, there is a certain amount of whatever that she'd have to do. If she's doing an online party, there's a certain amount, a small amount, right? I really do the bulk of the work, but she needs to show up. She needs to be, participating a little bit, commenting here and there, showing that vote of confidence in me as the presenter, all right? Those things are important. So don't just leave your hostess out in the cold. She doesn't know what to do. You are the expert here. Give her hey, as my hostess, this is what I'm going to need from you. Here's this, and maybe give them a list. And especially if you know your hostess and they're a list type of person, give them a list, right? But not a long list, like 3 things, and you're good. So the party itself, guys, the party itself is the most important thing. You want to keep booking parties, you need to have a party that's worth booking, okay? If you want to keep booking parties, you need to have a party that is worth booking. That means it needs to be interesting and engaging and fun, okay? That means it needs to be original. It needs to be enjoyable, okay, for the audience, okay? Not really like for you, but like for the audience, for them to actually watch and be a part of, all right? So when it comes to groups versus events, guys, I don't care. I don't care. I really don't care one way or the other. What I do care about is that my hostess is personally inviting people. So whether it's an event or a group, just make sure you as the hostess are personally talking to your friends before you invite them. That's my one thing. Right now, I used to do events. I used to do only events. I was super anti-group. But you know what I do now? I do groups because I like groups now as long as my hostess is personally talking to her guest. Not every presenter feels this way. I know tons of Black status leaders who don't require their hostesses to do this, who don't ask their hostesses to do that. And it's totally fine. They have successful parties. It's great, whatever. This is my personal preference. For me, I don't care if it's a group or an event. I just want my hostess to make sure she's actually personally inviting people. That is my qualification for that. But at this point, I do groups, and I only do groups at this point. I like the format a little bit better. I like how it works a little bit better. Right. Exactly. I don't like the idea of just adding people either, but not everybody feels that way. So whatever, this is my personal angle on it. So, once you have your hostess, you've coached your hostess, you've set up the event, whether it's an event or a group, whichever, okay, you've set it up. There's a couple of things that are my standard go-to. That some I've pulled from Cara Lewis Newton, some I've pulled from Tag Team, whatever. Again, taking, you know how many party formats I've read and watched videos on? A lot. I just watch and absorb, and then I'm like, I like that. Or I don't really like that. I'm not really going to do that. Or I like this. Yes, that's cool. I'm going to do that. But you have to get out there and nobody, guys, when everything I know about parties, nobody handed to me. Nobody said, hey, Lauren, let me come tell you exactly how you need to do a party. No, I went and I found it. Okay. When I first discovered Tag Team, it was because another girl on my cross line, Angela Roper, discovered Tag Team, and she was doing Tag Team parties. And I was like, oh, hey, do you mind if I sit in on one of your parties? Not every presenter is okay with that. Angela was gracious enough to let me do that. So that's where I first learned, hey, this is how I party. And then some other formats came out, and I went and I sought it out. I went looking for the training. I went looking on YouTube. I, saw Cara Lewis Newton did the class at convention, and then there was a video over it. I went and I watched that. And then I watched all the things, guys, still to this day, and I am a Black status presenter. You don't stop learning, okay? And so you take the pieces. So here are the pieces that I've taken that I feel can be really universal. In your party, a welcome video I think is so important to have. A video. Yes, a video, you guys, because here's the thing. Here's the utmost important fact about a party. It needs to be personal, it needs to be engaging and interesting, and it needs to be fun. Okay. And when I say personal, I mean, you have to show you. I have done a whole Periscope on this, like literally probably 2 weeks ago, maybe more. But when your hostess gives a vote of confidence to you as the presenter, when she's inviting people, okay, and then people are showing up in this thing, and your first post is a random graphic or maybe a picture of yourself, and you're like, hi, I'm so-and-so, and you don't really say anything about yourself, and you don't really say anything to them, they have zero connection to you. So you could post for 10 days about our product, and they don't care about a word you're saying, because they don't know who you are or anything about you, and they have nothing in common with you, and they don't care. Okay, they don't care. You have to be personal. You have to be a person. You have to be real. Okay? So I like a welcome video because it's you, because it's your face, because it's you talking to the guests that are entering that party. You have a very small window of time, okay? A very small fraction window of time when people hit join on that party or when they go take a peek at that group they just got added to. You have a very small window of time to grab their attention and hook them in. It is like the paragraph of an essay, the first paragraph of an essay, the introduction, all right? You've got one shot to win them over, and you don't win them over in that one shot, they do not care. They will check out. They will not buy things from you. One shot to win them over. Do you hear me? Okay? And you want to win them over because you want them to keep watching what you're posting. Okay, so a welcome video, guys, as opposed to a graphic, no graphic, as opposed to just a picture. No, a welcome video. They see you. They hear your voice. They're checking out your makeup, okay? It is so important. Okay, in your welcome video, you don't want it to be long. Okay, I like what Cara Lewis Newton says about her welcome video. It is 30 seconds long. For me, I'm like 30 seconds to a minute long. All right, and in it, she introduces herself. Okay, she gives 3 promises, and I love the idea of 3 promises, and I can't ever remember off the top of my head what the 3 promises are. I literally have to go look it up every time I make a welcome video. I need just a standard welcome video, actually, so I can stop remaking it over and over again. But 3 promises, and in it, she's like, I promise this is going to be fun and entertaining. I promise I'm not going to annoy you. That is my favorite promise that she offers, okay? I promise I'm not going to annoy you. People hate online parties because they think they're annoying. Okay, and the reason why they think they're annoying is because they're graphics and they're salesy and they're spammy feeling and blah. Okay, so yeah, fun, not annoy, and then something about teach you, that you're gonna learn something. I love that. Love you guys. Perfect. You've all got it. You've got it covered there. Thank you. Right. Okay. 3 promises, and guess what? The welcome video is different. Okay, because every other direct sales company, most of them, they're not doing things like welcome videos. All right. So when you put your face out there and you put your voice out there and your makeup is done really well, that's important. Okay. Because they're looking at your makeup because you sell makeup. They're like, oh, this isn't just, she didn't just post a graphic and a link and whatever. Like, she's actually talking to us. Right. I mean, Yes, that is not something I mentioned, but generally speaking, before your hostess invites anyone, you need to have the group and or event set up and the welcome video posted. Okay. That all needs to be done before anybody is allowed in the group, basically, or in the event, basically. That's important. Okay. So welcome video. Now, what happens after the welcome video is entirely going to be dependent on you and the format you decide to use. Okay. But here's what I need to tell you. Be consistent. Be consistent. Don't go a single day without posting. First of all, you are in the middle of running a party. Do not go a day without posting. Just don't. Okay? Be consistent. Decide what you're going to do in this party and stick to it. Okay, make a plan ahead of time. Don't just wake up on the end of the day and be like, what am I going to post about today? I don't know. And then don't just wing it. Have a plan. Decide ahead of time if you're going to do a live night. Okay, decide ahead of time if you're going to have like one of those 30-minute live portion things. Decide ahead of time if you're just going to do a 10-day party and post 2 to 3 times a day. Decide ahead of time what your flow is going to be. You've got 10 days, or, you know, depending on how you do it, whatever. You're not going to be able to share every single product that we sell. You just aren't, guys. And if you're trying to share every product we sell, that means you're probably over posting. That means you're probably posting a lot of graphics. That means you're probably overwhelming people and people have zero interest in what you're saying. He's crying because I took the cereal because he's trying to feed it to the dogs like this. He's like, here, dogs. Pick your favorites, okay, and share those. Come here, Bubba. Come here. There's no need to cry, man. There's no need. Look. Oh, he's sad. He's sad. His mom. Pick your favorites. All right. In my last party, I did it by section of the face. Okay. So I did eyes and I shared about cream shadows. I shared about the mascara and I did a demo. Well, basically everything I do is a demo, but there were 3 things I posted about eye makeup. Okay. The next thing I did was lips. And I talked about I have a video that talks about all the different lip products we have, right? And then I talked about a easy look. I talked about an easy look to do with a lip liner and a lip gloss. And I think I said one more thing about lips. Then I did a 30-minute live night in that party. Okay. So I was posting 2 to 3 times a day. And then I had a 30-minute live night, but it was no engagement necessary. So I made a video at the beginning of it. It was like, you are not required in any way, shape, or form to comment. This is just 30 minutes where I'm going to be, and literally there were 5 posts within 30 minutes. And I shared about the Younique Foundation. I did my 10-minute face video. I did a video where I dunked my whole head in the shower and something else. And people, you know what put people at ease? I didn't require them to talk to me. Okay, they really just want to sit and watch. And so I didn't require them to have a lot of interaction with me. No, when I say live night, I mean one where I am actively sitting at my computer for 30 minutes, as opposed to, I popped in and posted and then I'm here and there. This is 30 concentrated minutes of here I am. There will be 5 posts. And then I post probably, it was like 5 to 7 minutes in between. So yeah, that's that. And it comes from the tag team. So if you know the tag team's formula, they emphasize one live night. So they post, there's like a 5-day lead up and you post once a day leading up to the live portion. And then the live portion is 30 minutes, where you post and whatever, and there's a specific format to it. I literally combined Cara Lewis Newton and tag team is what I did, and it worked out really well. I really liked it. But again, I had to create it. I had to look at the parties that I'd seen and things and take the things I like and turn it into what worked for me. So, back to what I was saying. Pick a focus. Don't try to share every single product we sell. Okay, or if you don't sell Younique, whatever. Don't try to showcase every product you have. Pick and make it organized. Organize your party. Do not be random. Be consistent. Post regularly, okay? Be organized with your content. Plan your content, okay? Avoid graphics at all costs. I can't say it enough times, you guys. People don't come to social media for an advertisement. They don't come to social media for sales even, okay? They come to social media to be entertained and informed, all right? And so if you're using social media like we are to sell, you need to do it while entertaining and informing. That means your party needs to be entertaining and informative, okay? That means videos. Yeah, videos, guys. That means you, okay? So for a graphic showing all the colors of the lipsticks, that is something that I might post a video talking about the lipsticks or whatever, or demoing my favorite. And then in the comments, I might put a graphic of all the shades of lipstick. But I would not post just a graphic of all the lipsticks. That's just, I wouldn't. Okay, if you're posting a still photo, make it your face or make it your friend's face. But it needs to be somebody that you know, or you yourself. When people are watching this party, this is something I said in another Periscope previously. The importance of being personal is huge, okay? Because again, they don't know you from anyone. They don't care about you. So you need to make them care about you and what you have to say. So you need to be relatable. You have to share a little bit about yourself. When I post my 10-minute face video, do you think I say, oh, and this is my 10-minute face? No, that's not what I say. You know what I say? I say I'm a mom of 2 small children. I don't have a lot of time to spend on makeup. I need my makeup to be fast. I need it to be high quality. And I need it to be, I don't remember the third thing I say about it, but do you see what I did there? I told them something about myself. Oh, hey, I'm a mom. And especially if I'm in a party with other moms. I ask my hostess ahead of time, what are your friends like? Are they moms? Do they like to go out? Are they super glammy? Whatever. I find out about the type of people in this party. And then whatever I post about myself, I find things that I think might be relatable. And then that's how I'm posting about our product. Okay, I will actually say, I don't know about you guys, but I don't have a lot of time to work on, or I don't know about you guys, but every now and then it is really nice to do up my makeup big. This is one of my favorite glam looks. And that's if I'm dealing with super glammy people, right? When they know more about you, they care more about what you have to say. Okay? So your party should look different than other people, okay? Because guess what? If they know more than one unique presenter, and unique presenter A only does a party posting graphics and, hey, here's a graphic, here's a link, here's what you want to know about lips, okay? And this presenter over here does a party that's like videos like, is this makeup waterproof? And then they literally dunk their head in the shower and it's funny and makes them laugh. Okay, or they're actually doing a demo of, hey, here's an easy look for your eyes for those who might be intimidated by eye makeup. I know I used to be totally afraid of eye makeup. That's why I love our Splurge Cream eyeshadows. And then does a demo of Splurge Cream eyeshadows, as opposed to a person over here who's like, here's our cream eyeshadows. This is why they're like, and like talks about the salesy point of it. Guess who's going to get the sale? Okay, the person who makes people laugh, the person who people are like, oh yeah, I totally relate to that. Eye makeup is scary. Okay, they're going to go with the person they relate to. They're going to go with the person that they're learning about. All right, your party is a product. Okay, Carol Lewis Newton says this all the time. It should be entertaining. It should be informative. It should be engaging. It should be consistent. Okay, now this is the last thing. What if no one shows up to the party? Okay, one of the number one things, nobody's talking in my party. Nobody's saying anything, nobody's bought anything yet. Nothing is happening. Okay. A lot of times people get to that point and then they're like, I'm just going to bail. I'm going to stop posting. We're just going to cancel the party. Oh my gosh. And they freak out and cancel everything. No, do not ever, unless your hostess is like, hey, can we reschedule? Bail on your own party. Okay. Why should anybody, first of all, you don't know who's watching that party. All right. So if nobody's commenting, that doesn't mean they're not watching. All right. If nobody's buying anything, that doesn't mean they're not interested and might not buy one day. You have to keep going. Okay. One of the worst things you can do, is quit a party just because you feel uncomfortable. No, man, you're the expert. You're the presenter. You are presenting this to them. This is what's happening in my life right now, you guys. He's on the table, just chilling. Wow. Sorry guys. All right. Woo. You were the presenter. You were the expert. You were the professional. Okay. I guarantee you, you will not continue to book parties if you bail on every single party you have if it's not going well. I've had a lot of parties that haven't gone well. I've had a lot of parties that haven't qualified. I've had parties where nobody showed up, where the hostess didn't even show up. Okay, but I didn't stop. One of my favorite stories to tell is the story of the party where the hostess didn't show up. One guest showed up, and I just carried on and I talked to that one guest, and that guest is now a team member. Okay? You have to keep going. Always keep going. Do invitees still see posts? If it's an event, I don't think so. This is why I switched personally, because events, they've made it so people can totally opt out of everything. I think they can still see posts unless they say, yes, exactly. Successful parties not based on high sales can still be successful if you meet new people. Yeah, so I was recently invited to a party that I decided not to join, and because I didn't join it, I was still seeing the posts because I didn't answer at all, I was still seeing posts in my newsfeed. However, I then went to the party and put can't go, and it immediately, everything disappeared. Saw nothing from the party at any point. So there's that. He's throwing things now. So that is what I got, guys. That is the basics of parties. Do groups seen by number low compared to number of members. What do you do? Get the hostess involved. Those are your hostess's friends. All right. So if your hostess makes a post, more people are going to automatically see her post. And then guess what? Now there's more interest in the party. If your hostess is commenting on the posts, more people are going to see them because now it's more popping up because their friend commented on something. Their friend is active in the group. And because their friend is active in the group, well, then there's nothing you can do. At that point, the worst thing you could do is get in there and start tagging people because people will be like, no, leave me alone. If your hostess isn't doing anything, sometimes you just have to do the best you can. Well, and I try to maintain regular communication every day or two with my hostess. This is how your party's going. And I would say not a lot of people are seeing the posts in your party right now. It would really help if you would comment or if you would make a post, and then your friends are actually going to see more of the content in the party itself. I would straight up tell her, hey, listen, not a lot of people are seeing the post right now. This is what you can do to help that. If people aren't seeing it, your party, whatever. I would find a way to word it. But hostess participation is really essential. And sometimes our hostesses don't want to participate. Sometimes they don't. And if they choose, you can't control somebody. Okay. All you can do is say, hey, these are the things that will help you have a successful party. And they either choose to do it or choose not. No, I do not. They're not my friends. They're not my friends. They're the hostess's friends. So the hostess can message them and remind them. And I might suggest that to the hostess, but if they get a message from me and they haven't talked to me, they haven't interacted with me whatsoever, it's not cool. They're going to be some won't care and some will be like, hi, I don't even know you. Why are you messaging me to tell me about that? I personally wouldn't. Now, if they've interacted with me in the party or they make a purchase, even if they haven't interacted with me, then I send them a message just to say thank you so much, blah, blah, blah. But I don't send a message reminding people of anything. That's the hostesses. Those are hostesses' friends. If the hostess wants her friends to be reminded, then she should send a message. And I coach my hostess that. I say, hey, we're nearing the end of your party. You might want to send a message to some of your friends just to remind them, hey, this is going on. I don't know if you've had a chance to check it out, blah, blah, blah. I might give a sample wording and she either does it or she doesn't. At the end of the day, here's the deal. At the end of the day, if you have coached your hostess, if you have delivered a stellar party, and if you've delivered a stellar party, not based on the participation, but you'll know, you should feel good about what you're putting in your party. You should feel good about your consistency. You should feel good about your organization. You should feel good that you were entertaining and engaging and shared things. If you've done those things and the party still flops, that's okay. Like, move on, you know, like, move on, do another party. Parties flop all the time. Sherry Brown did a video a long time ago, and she's like, next, like really, when I have a party flop, I'm like, oh man, bummer, next, move on. I don't have time to sit and feel sad and sorry for myself that a party failed. Like, whatever. This is the nature of the business. We have parties fail all the time. We have really rock star parties, and we have parties fail. And all that matters, okay, is that you're delivering an engaging, awesome party. Okay. When I talk about booking the party, I know some people, booking a zillion parties does you no good if your party is not a solid product that you can deliver. All right. You have to think about the personal touch that you're giving. You have to think about, can people relate to you? Are people actually getting to know you? Can people see your face? Do they know who they're working with? If you're delivering that, okay, that's what you got to do. You can book a zillion parties, and if all your party is graphics and links and whatever, and nothing personal, no personal touch from you, no information about you, nothing, if that's all it ever is, it doesn't matter if you have a zillion parties on the books, you're never going to make a sale. Okay, you have to think about what it is that you're giving people when they join this party, and that is an experience. Lisa, are you on my team? Are you on Team Courage? I really want to say yes, but right now my team is my top priority right now. I'm super sorry. Right now I can't. But maybe ask me again in a couple of months and things might die down a little bit, and we'll see. But we got a lot going on within my team that they need my attention first and foremost. So sorry. Are there any other questions? There any other questions? Well, cool, you guys. I think. Good. I'm so glad. I'm really glad it was helpful. I'm really glad it was helpful. Sorry, I get distracted sometimes. It's Friday, so I will not be scoping over the weekend, but I'll be back Monday. And thanks, you guys. I'm so glad it was helpful. Thanks for the hearts. How many videos a day? I try to do at least one a day. Oh, one more thing. Here's something else I do in parties. I will do custom videos. So if the customer asks me a question, here's the thing. When a customer asks a question, you could answer that question in the comments and whatever, or you can make a video answering their question and showing them. I do that, guys. Somebody asked me about the brow stuff in a video. They commented on my 10-minute video, and they were like, hey, I have a question about what is this blah, blah, blah. And I was like, oh, and I made a custom video, and then I tagged that guest, and I said, hey, Aurora, this one is for you. I just wanted to show you a close-up of the brow stuff, blah, blah, blah. Custom videos. When a customer asks me a question, I make a video answer to it and post it in the party. That's how I do things. It is so awesome. Yeah, make a freaking video of it. I love it. Yes. So good. All right. That's my last tidbit. That's my last tip. Okay. Have a really great day, guys. Have a really great day, guys. I appreciate you. I appreciate the hearts. I will see you guys on Monday morning, probably with another back to basics type of video. Yeah, have a super great Friday. Bye. Thanks for the hearts.